Okay, in this video I'm going to show a little bit about the ISO and the DVD within NetLabs. So I'm in the workstation NetLabs, not the Active Directory, but in the workstation. I'm going to log in to the VM, and password is the password. Okay, so now I'm in the workstation, and if we go in to the files, right? So there's no DVD set on this machine, and that's because this is the main NetLab workstation. There is in the V drive is the ISOs, the images of the DVDs. We can right click and then we can mount the image, which then creates a DVD ISO and mounts the DVD. So then now we have the DVD drive. So that's one, excuse me, one way to get access to the DVD. But the other way is on the VM. When you open up VMware and you create your VMs, right? So I've already created the VM, but when you create your VM, you mount the DVD on the virtual machine. And so right now you can see the CD DVD is using the ISO file, right? So I can go into the settings on this VM, and it's telling me to use the VISO. I know you really can't see this, but it's pointing to that ISO file on the V drive. So that's telling me to load the DVD on this machine with the ISO file. And so when I start this machine, the DVD will be preloaded with that ISO file. That's also how I installed Windows, is because I put the DVD in the virtual machine's DVD drive. So while that's starting, I'm going to select create a new machine, go next, and this is where you put it, right? So install disk image file ISO, and this is where you would, when you create the machine, this is when you select that ISO on the V drive and you put it in the DVD player, and that's how you are installing Windows, because you're installing the ISO on the DVD of the virtual machine. I'm not going to create another machine. And so this is starting still, but once it starts, you'll see that it'll have the DVD loaded on this machine, the one in VMware. It won't be on the NetLabs machine right here. When you first log in, it's not in its DVD unless you mount it. And then so we can unmount this, right? Eject, but normally it's not there because that's the NetLabs main. Think of it as your administrative workstation. The admin workstation does not have the ISO in its DVD player, but the VMs that you create from the DVD, let's see here, let's go and send Control-Alt-Delete, and then we'll do password. But the VMs that you create in VMware will have the ISO attached to the DVD player. because they are installed into the DVD disk when you create the VMs. Okay, so now that we've got it loaded here, it's almost up. Okay, so then we go into our File Explorer. And go to this PC, and you'll see that the DVD is indeed installed into the DVD player. So it will be on the VMs within VMware because you've installed it into the DVD player when you actually installed Windows on the machine. But it will not be on the workstation that your administrative workstation, or the workstation that you first log into from NetLabs. It won't be in that DVD player. And that is our ISOs and DVD information.